Very few things really surprised me. This surprised me yesterday when I saw the news that Draymond had been suspended. What was your reaction? What is your reaction to everything we're seeing here?
Well, I was surprised by it too. But these things, like Steve Kerr said, happen all the time. I mean, every team I've been around, I mean, it happens at some point in the season.
It happens to the point where one of your star players gets suspended for a game without pay?
No, it doesn't happen to that extent. That was strange because these things usually happen and you move on. But they're going to move on too because they're going to win. Winning cures everything, and they'll be fine.
You know, Richard, you were saying in the meeting this morning, you've seen a lot of things happen in the NBA that weren't so pretty, and no one got suspended.
No, and when you look at it, that's what's so surprising to me about this situation is that, do you know what you have to do in order to suspend your own player, your all-NBA player, for something said, not a punch, not something said, you know, to the media, not an altercation with a coach, an altercation back and forth. And that had nothing to do with the last play of the game. It had nothing to do with, what, like the argument on the court. What was said in the locker room was so bad that all the team and all the coaching staff and everyone decided that, hey, he needs to be suspended. You had to say something pretty outlandish for them to suspend you for a game without pay because of that.
And is that an indication of something that you think could become bigger, is bigger than perhaps we're making it out to be? We're laughing this off as it will all work itself out, but candidly, I was doing that yesterday before there was a suspension. Could this be something bigger than that?
I don't think so. Time will tell, but I don't think so. I think it'll all blow over because I do think there's a mutual respect among those guys, between those two guys,
yeah.
And the team is going to win. So I think it'll blow over.
Everything that happens with the Warriors also feels to some degree, RJ, like a referendum on Kevin Durant's future. We all know next summer he can make a bunch of decisions, and he didn't want to talk about that last night. But does something like this play into that in your mind?
Well, apparently the rumors are that there was something said about a free agent. I don't understand how someone grabbing a ball and messing up a turnover, because we've all made those mistakes. Every player has made those turnovers, and Draymond made a mistake. But somehow free agency was brought up in the argument. Imagine what was said. Well, you can leave, or we don't care if you're here. We were winning before you got here. Like, when you start saying those things, and something along those lines had to cross it. So, yeah, I think it could impact free agency, but it's still too far away to tell.
If it does come down, however, to I can't play here with this guy or that guy or whatever the case may be, and Draymond Green is a terrific player, has made himself a superstar with the Warriors, but he doesn't win that fight with Kevin Durant, right?
Not even close.
Okay.
Not even close. Draymond Green does not want it to come down to a choice between the two of them. He loses that every time.
Yeah, but eventually you start to feel like, hey, Draymond Green starts to believe that I can be Draymond Green anywhere. I can be a triple-double, all-defensive guy, almost any team, and lots of teams will want me. So you don't want, I don't want to say his ego, because I think Draymond understands, like, it takes everyone in order to be successful, and he recruited Kevin Durant to come there. But I think it can make things a little strange.